This video is brought to you by Trapline Transport, serving BC to Quebec, Canada with regional and long-haul Super B flat deck freight. With Trapline's experienced team, you can expect fast, efficient, and honest service. Our team will transport your valuable products across Western Canada with the skill and experience you can expect and can count on. At Trapline, we are committed to you, our customer, building loyalty and long-term partnerships. We want you to be satisfied with our work, which is why we provide open communication channels where we will update you through each process from arranging a shipment to delivery at your door. Trapline understands that providing exceptional customer service is critical to building strong, long-lasting relationships with our customers. Just head over to traplinetransport.ca and get a free quote right now. All right, we are on Allison Summit here. Just did our brake check. And we're about, so it's on the Hope Princeton Highway 3, Crow's Nest Highway 3. And we're about to hit the washed out highway section here. It washed out about a month ago or so. Completely washed out a whole section of highway, and we're going to drive through that section. It's a bit of a primitive road through there right now. We'll head down the road and see how this goes. I know they were posting on Drive BC. So Drive BC is the website that they post all the road conditions, and they have webcams. But check it out. Google Drive BC. Pretty neat to see the conditions before we get there. This lane's ending. We'll move on. It's lane ending on the corner, I think. I can't remember. I've only driven this highway thousands of times. Just distracted by the signs that say the lane ends right there. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, washout. So the highway got washed out here. We had a big melt, and then a rainstorm, and it washed out a big chunk of the highway. And I've driven through it a couple of times now, but always in the dark. So it's the first time I'll see it in the daylight. So this should be interesting. Should be interesting. It's only a few kilometers down the road. We got a bit of a steep downhill section here. We get 4 lanes, and after the 4 lanes, then that's where the washout is, or a little bit past that. Yeah, I washed the truck last week, but it's looking pretty mucky already. Oh well. Should have washed the truck a week and a half earlier, and then we would have had a week and a half of a clean truck before it all got wet and more soggy again. watch these corners coming downhill. Wouldn't take much to come into these corners too fast. One more gear here. They call this Burn Hill because a tourist flicked a cigarette out of the window and burnt down all of this forest a few decades ago. It's still known as Burn Hill. Here, if you hit, depending on how heavy you are, but at my weight, if you hit 100 kilometers an hour here, it's like perfect grade. To just coast all the way down the hill at full speed limit. In fact, we're a little bit light, so I'm actually just adding a little throttle, little upshift. But yeah, they're predicting lengthy delays on site over here. As you can see, all these vehicles just got through. Not sure if that car beside us is going to pass us or not. Okay, here we go. Hit the brakes. They passed me and then hit the brakes. Don't do that. I slowed down so it would be easier for them to get by me. Well, I hope you're fast on the 2-lane. I'm just going to hang out further back. We'll slow down more. I don't want a windscreen full of mud. Yeah, they're in their brakes. Unbelievable. We'll hang out way back here. All right, now we're coming up to the slide area, the mud slide, where the road flat out washed out, 2 kilometers. The road literally just disappeared down the mountain. And with the weather we're having now, plus 2 degrees, when there's supposed to be a big rainstorm coming in, I might get a free truck wash in Vancouver today, or tomorrow, or overnight. Come on, washer fluid. Get all the way up there. That's better. Clean windows, please.
Are you talking about the east end? It's clear if he wants to head west.
Yeah, we're going to go west.
Copy, put on your lights and go.
Thank you so much.
I guess that's the construction crew. I got their channel. I didn't know I had their channel, but now we wait. The washout is right around the corner.
Hey Kevin, you'll have to watch that 980. He's loading a rock truck and there's a skid steer running back and forth in that tight spot there. How many you got over there? That's 7. You're gonna probably need that 1,000. Yeah, okay, probably all of them. Hey Sarah, you on there?
Yeah, go for Sarah.
Hey, do you have any left or right hazard signs on you? Probably not, eh?
No, I'm going to grab them for tomorrow. So I was just talking to Laura, and as long as we're not pushing that traffic near those barriers tonight, then we are okay tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
I talked over you.
No, that sounds good. We can just set those barrels up so there's a good bumper there right along the edge of the asphalt like we talked about. And then, then tomorrow morning we can get the sign set up and push traffic.
Yep, sounds good. No traffic.
Good to send traffic.
Copy that. Go ahead and send westbound. Copy, sending.
All right. That was 20-minute delay.
You're done. That way you can do these ones that are up by the excavators and stuff. They're not really working up here anymore. No rush or anything, but I know you said you were skipping these ones because they were working. But
20-minute delay, not too bad.
10-4, I'm coming back now.
As soon as we go around the corner, we're going to have a really weird little dip to go through. Clean our windows. 20 minutes makes a big difference though. It's gotten a lot darker. Keep an eye on that truck in front of us, how it's all of a sudden going to disappear into a dip. I've never come through here at daylight before, so I know I said that already, but I'm excited to see what this looks like. They've rebuilt the whole shoulder here with rocks, help prevent slide. That one excavator has a really long arm on it. Pretty small bucket though, because if you're going to reach out that far, the lifting capacity goes way down. Bye-bye truck. Woo! In it goes. Oh, they've built a little dam over here. Oh, this is different. This is nice. They built a little dam for any future slides to prevent taking out this little bit. A lot of rocks and mud on the road. That's super interesting.
It's going to be a black GMC Sierra behind a Suburban. Copy that.
Even over here, the whole ditch has been rebuilt with rocks. And they've got straw bales in there. Yeah, they've done a lot of work here to prevent any future slides. Water pumps coming in from the creek. Well, they keep working at it. Yeah, it's not too long of a line. For 20 minutes, that's not bad. I think a lot of people are taking the Coquihalla connector instead of this highway. Speed limit's still 50 here, but looks like that's a yard where they're putting a lot of the debris. These guys got good timing. They'll be at the end of the line as they send eastbound traffic. Really good timing. Okay, I think we're out of the construction zone. There's another construction zone coming up.
Copy that.
And they're working pretty long hours. It's now 4:30 and they're still working. Plus 3.5 degrees Celsius. Skagit River. All this water is headed to the USA through Skagit Valley. The source of Skagit is up on our right-hand side, up into the mountains up that way. In the US, where the Skagit route crosses I-5, it's actually a pretty darn big river. Over here, it's nothing but a creek. Skagit River again. Cross over it quite a few times. Okay, it's more than a creek here. It's definitely a river, but look like he was filling up washer fluid. Just seeing all the trees and debris in the river. When that flooding happened here a while back, it took a lot of trees with it. Yeah, other than the highway being washed out in that one section, it did very little damage over here anyway. We got another construction zone come up over here. Sure go through a lot of washer fluid when the roads are this mucky. Here the cliff is just straight down. If the highway got washed out over here, I think it'd be a lot more work. I think the highway would just be closed while they have to build a new bridge or dynamite a new highway into the side of the cliff. Well, it wouldn't wash away here. We're driving on solid rock. So if the highway got taken out over here, it would be a massive rock slide. Have to be an earthquake taking away a chunk of highway, not some water. Well, hopefully tomorrow when I get on site, I got sent maps of where they want me to stage and then where I'm unloading. I'm not quite sure if I have to split trailers to unload, but we'll see. See where they want to unload me. According to the map where they want me to unload, I'm like, I don't think I can back in there with two trailers on, so we'll see. But I know where to stage and then talk to somebody and figure that out. I'll untarp here tonight. They're replacing this bridge over here. We're on a temporary bridge. Now this is a scary little section of highway. If you don't time it out right, you're gonna miss that next corner, and that's a bad day. A Setco driver many years ago now died on that corner. Alright, time to start downshifting.
Nothing down, Kyle. Yeah.
now we got some nice flat roads here.
I can't really dump anymore over there, Kyle. Pretty much gotta get Jack back there, or right out of the line.
And if you know where to look, back in the Dudney Trail days, you can see the survey roads that they built, or engineer highway they call it, or engineers road they built. Up through the cliff sides over here. There's actually a little pullout coming over here. I highly recommend you guys pull over and walk on the old original engineers road. Little glimpse into the past. Basically, the engineers road was, they built a little road just to basically figure out all the landscape and survey the land and find out which route was the best route. And Dudney Trail was actually, went over all the way, up Skagit River, up through Whipsaw and down into Princeton that way. Not through Manning Park like it does today.
You're just gonna do that one piece there, Kyle?
This is no longer Skagit River. This river flows into Skagit River and flows behind us to the left.
Are you on more in there, Kyle? Where Jack was working, where we're filling right now?
That's just the construction crew talking about where they're putting dirt and rocks and gravel.
I'm gonna watch.
As it gets statikier and statikier, I think we'll switch off of that. +3, all the snow's melting away. Had some snow, last video you guys saw, had some fresh snow. But it's all melting. With a big rainstorm coming in, we'll see what this looks like in a day or two. Could be more snow if it's a higher elevation and a little cooler. But the forecast is calling for some pretty warm temperatures coming up, so it should get interesting throughout the week. By the end of the week, +10 degrees Celsius. In fact, that's +3 now. I don't doubt that at all. There we go. I saw the sign for the pullout. Right here is the pullout. It's a tiny little one right here. And the engineer's road goes up the cliff. Get to record this section of highway very often because it's usually dark when we're driving through here, so and currently it's close to getting dark, but hey, we got a little section in from Allison Summit to Hope Slide between the two brake checks. 4-lane from here to the coast. The west gate of Manning Park. Got a marmot sculpture there. Welcome to Sunshine Valley. Before my time, I don't remember this being a gas station, but everybody always tells me there used to be a gas station and convenience store and a restaurant right over here on this little pullout. In fact, that used to be the old alignment of the highway, and the gas station was up top there, but it burnt down one year and never got rebuilt. As far as I can see, Sunshine Valley is basically a little touristy camping trap, RV resort, cabins. People have homes on the swamp, on the lake type of thing. A little getaway for people from the lower mainland that's really close to the lower mainland, but still out in the wild. It's kind of like the last out in the wild before you get into just cities and farmland. Swampy little lake here. It's all frozen over. Well, not all frozen over. It is thawing out. Open water there. I see some loons in the water. The loons find the open water pretty quick. Some more loons there. Cool. I know you guys can't see them, but it's kind of neat. And then of course on our right hand side up there is Hope Slide. If you just search my name and Hope Slide, I got some more videos of me walking up, partially up the slide. Just search Juan Rempel Hope Slide and you'll get a couple of results of when I drive the big rig up to the rest area at the viewpoint. Today we're just going to pull into the brake check and continue down the hill and get this load untarped. Hopefully before it starts raining. for a brake check. We started the video at a brake check. We'll end the video at a brake check. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I appreciate it. If you found this interesting, make sure you share this with your friends. I think we'll pull in behind this chip truck. For now, I am out of here. You guys absolutely rock.